Hello there, you're welcome to my inaugural edition of my podcast tagged Perspective from Me. So, which simply says I'll be giving my perspective on football related issues, particularly from an African angle, and I'll be open to other topics across the globe, in Europe, wherever it is, as long as it's making the airspace. But most of my focus will be mostly African related, and I'll be giving my opinions on whatever issues comes up. And today I'm going to be starting with the African Cup of Nations, which have commenced with the group stages have been played, and we are now at the business end of things. So this is how it goes. We are now in the quarterfinal stage of the African Cup of Nations 2017, hosted in Gabon, and we've got Burkina Faso playing Tunisia, Egypt playing against Morocco. That's a North African derby contest there, and Senegal playing Cameroon. DR Congo will playing against the Black Stars of Ghana. So that's how it's going to be like on the at the African Cup of Nations, and I think the quarterfinals commences on the 28th of January, which happens to be this Saturday. So, as we speak right now, the qualifying teams are relaxing, they are resting, and getting ready to go um, on Saturday, come Saturday. But I would like to share my opinion on the African Cup of Nations so far. How has it fared? Of course, I'm not particularly pleased by the fact that Nigeria is not represented. And my opinion, the African Cup of Nations is not the same without Nigeria. Well, that's subject to debate. People have different perspective. But on a whole, I think the standard of the competition have improved, has increased, and the so-called lesser or minor teams are living up to expectations. Sad that Uganda, Guinea-Bissau got eliminated at the group stage, but looking at the some of their games, they did put in some good fight, and it just goes to show that the future is bright for African football. And why is it that some of the so-called minors are now sort of matching up or sort of trying to put a contest with the well-established team? Well, my opinion, I think, is just down to the fact that quite a number of players are playing abroad these days. So it's sort of increased the level of competitiveness, and so it's fallacy to think that we still have minor teams. The big teams have got to improve to maintain their status quo. So overall, the competition has been good, has been interesting. However, the organizational aspect of it, when you get to watch games, you still discover that the stands are somewhat scanty. And in the case of Gabon, it could be down to the fact that probably because their country got eliminated in the group stage. But even before they got eliminated, most of the stands have been the turnout of spectators have been less than impressive. But it's always been like that for years, and I think it's something CAF, that's the Confederation of African Football, needs to look into. So, but back to the competition proper, the quarterfinals is heating up, and it's going to be it's going to be a very tough one. The Ghanaian captain Asamoah is said to be injured at the moment, so fingers crossed. We hope he features when they square up with DR Congo on the 29th. So I cannot wait. I'm sure a lot of you also cannot wait. Burkina Faso will be taking on Tunisia. My prediction for that, I think Tunisia may just edge this one. Egypt Morocco is a tough one. It's a very tough call, but I'm slightly giving the edge to Egypt. Senegal Cameroon is going to be very tough in my opinion. Cameroon has not lived up to the hype Of course, their team was marred by the fact that some of their key players opted out of the competition. But Senegal, to me, have been the best team so far. They play like champions. They play like they want the trophy. But when you have a game of this magnitude, Senegal, Cameroon, it's difficult um, to sort of predict. But I'll be giving this to the Senegalese team. I think they want it more. DR Congo versus Ghana, another tough one. Ghana, to me, have not necessarily lived up to the hype. They've managed to squeeze out their result. The last game against Egypt, even though there was nothing at stake for them, they lost out. They've not been that convincing. But when the games get to the quarterfinal stage, the knockout stages, the tempo tends to change. The teams are aware of what is at stake. So maybe we might just see a different team. But I think I'll be giving this to Ghana, despite the fact that I still think they've not been that impressive. So, but I don't know what your predictions are. I don't know what you think. I don't know what your opinions are. If you can just drop me a note in the comment section, let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to progress to the semi-finals? Until then, until I come your way again, it's perspective from me. Thank you.